Oh my gosh, this item is a bolo. You have to keep an eye out for this one because this sold within 1 hour of me listing it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a very awesome video, and that is showing you guys some of the things that have been selling in our eBay and Poshmark store over the last weekend. I wanted to do this weekend because I felt like it was a very interesting weekend. Number one, we had Easter, and number two, there were more stimulus checks that went out, and I feel like personally I kind of saw that in my store. Had a really good mix between sales that were happening due to me running a sale, as well as sales that were just blew me away. So I cannot wait. Let's get into this. And if you are new here, welcome. My name is Ashley. I am a work from home mom, and I am what is called a reseller. Basically, I go to thrift stores, any sort of used goods that I can find that has a great value that I can still bring back into the market. I do, and I'm able to do it full time, which I absolutely love. And on this channel, I teach you how to do the same thing. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. That's the type of content you're going to continue to see here. But other than that, if you are so excited to see what has sold over the weekend, hit that like button and let's get to it. So we are going to take a look at both eBay and Poshmark sales. I am going to go over the $18 price range to $25 price range, and then we're going to start to look at $25 and above. There are some great ones, so stick around because I cannot wait to tell you guys about some of these different brands and what is selling. So first and foremost, we're taking a look at eBay, and the gross sales over on eBay from Friday to about Monday afternoon is $707.02. Honestly, I don't know what it is net. When I was trying to pull up this report, I realized afterwards it didn't provide me with the net. So once I have the net, I will put it right here. And then when we go to Poshmark, we had a gross sales number of $550. That netted us $399.91. So combined together in a 4-day time frame, 3.5 days, there is a total of $1,257. Not bad for a weekend that I was enjoying a holiday with my family. I just still can't believe I get to do this. So I want to show you some of the different sales that I had. I will put up some pictures, and actually I'm going to scoot over a little bit so that way there's some room here. So we're going to start with Poshmark. In my Poshmark store, you're going to see a lot of the sales ranging from that $18 to under that $25 range, solely because on Thursday I had my virtual assistant run a sale in my store. Basically what I mean when I say that is, hey, this is what I'm telling her. Hey, go into my store, see all the items that have hearts on them, send them a 20% off discount with a shipping discount of $2.64. She did that, and then we received a lot of sales kind of funneling into Friday because that sale goes for a 24-hour time frame. I personally wanted to do this right now. I do like to do that on a weekly basis, but particularly right now, I was accepting a lot of offers and also allowing more sales to come through with this 20% off discount because we have so many items in our house right now that are unlisted, and I am bursting at the seams. I am running out of room. We're doing the best we can with more storage downstairs, but it's really difficult. And so I wanted to get some more things cleared out, so I was not opposed to seeing a lot of these sales. And like I've already showed you, this all grossed out to be over $500. I am not mad at that figure. The first item we're going to talk about, and I do have notes here, so bear with me, I'm going to be looking at them, is this Urban Outfitters black v-neck crop top blouse. This one sold for $18, and I did have this one at that shipping rate discount, so I ended up netting $11.94. This was actually an item that I got from that Jomar wholesale box, and so I did end up paying about $3 for this piece. So flipping that for more than triple the amount was well worth it. This next item is a Starbucks tumbler 2020 holiday limited edition. This item ended up selling for $23. After the discount and shipping discount, I got $15.94. I'm gonna be honest, I think I lost money in that one. I got a ton of the Starbucks tumblers when it was the holiday season. I totally forget that this is in my Poshmark store. I mainly had these from my eBay store. And so then when I hit these 20% off discounts and people accepted, I'm like, That was not a wise thing on my part. But nonetheless, I'm just trying to clear stuff out. You are going to lose money sometimes, and this is just one of those situations. I am happy that I'm getting sales in my store, sales beget sales, and so I do find that sometimes if I'm really only doubling my money or maybe even just a wash or a little bit under, I end up getting more sales in and it's worth it for me. The next item we sold was these Calvin Klein large multicolored performance capris. I don't remember how long we've actually had in our store, but they sold for $18 and we got $14.40. Next ones were the Sam Elderman black espadrille flats. Honestly, I was happy to see these go. I know that we've had these in our store for at least 6 months, and there are those items that you're like, please sell. And even if it is like a low number, when it comes through, it's like, please, like just go find your new home, enjoy it, have fun. I'm just thankful to have it gone. I believe this item we bought it at $2. So again, a really great profit when you're only spending that much. The next item was a Torrid blue denim Bermuda distressed shorts. I have been playing around with Torrid in other things. So I love getting their tops, I love getting their shoes, I love getting their dresses. I haven't really experimented a lot with their jeans and their shorts. Because it is kind of warming up a little bit more, I decided to take a chance. I had found these in the outlet, so I basically averaged out that trip to be $1.50. So $1.50 turning into $11.94 was well worth it for me to try something new. My favorite brand, at least one of them. This is such a great brand and I feel like it always sells over $20 for us. It is this Eileen Fisher black linen striped top. This one was actually really interesting. It was a white with black stripes, and I had this one in our store for a minute. This one ended up selling for $22 with that 20% off sale that happened. After the shipping cost and fees, it was $15.14 that we received. So obviously we netted less than that $20, but regardless, I'm always going to pick up Eileen Fisher. She's such a good seller for me. This next item is a Tommy Bahama men's 2X coral starting pitch shirt. I loved the graphic on this one. I'm beginning to be very choice with the brand Tommy Bahama, both in the men's styles and in the women's styles. There is a plethora that I find at the outlet as well as standard Goodwills. I would not normally pick up this brand if it is at a regular Goodwill, but at the outlet where I'm paying by the pound, it makes a lot of sense for me. And the graphic definitely, I think, caught the attention of people. This item we had in our store for less than a month. So even though we sold it for $18, profiting $14.40. Well, take away $1.50. We were profiting about $13. We did that in the course of a month. So well worth it for me. Next item was this ONeill olive green romper. We actually sold this one on eBay, but it didn't fit the person and so they returned it. We got it back, I listed it, and I think it was back in my store for about a month and sold for $18. After fees, it was $14.40. The next item that sold were these Coach perforated shoes. I actually really liked these ones. I did pay up for these. I want to say I paid about $5 and I was hoping that they were going to sell for more, but they ended up selling for $22. After fees and shipping costs, it was $15.14 that we profited. And then the last thing on this set was Lucky Brand cardigan. I actually really liked this cardigan. Again, this is a brand that I'm becoming very choice with what I'm going to pick up with them. I'm definitely leaning away from their basic t-shirts and those sort of things, but what this had going for it was the brand label looked like it was a newer style. It was also a knitted cardigan, which I hadn't really seen from Lucky Brand before, at least in our area. Sold for $20, we netted $15. I did pay for this at a regular Goodwill, and I think it was like $3.50. Okay, so we're gonna head over to eBay now, and we're still gonna stay in that $18 to $25 range. This first item was a Nike black heathered hyper warm pull-on running leggings. I love selling Nike and Adidas leggings. These ones sold a little bit less than I was hoping for, but I still love to find these unique color block or fun print, Nike or Adidas leggings. The next item that sold was this Ann Taylor cream full zip tweed blazer. I want to say I got this one also out of a wholesale box, and I'm not sure which one it was at this point. Standardly, that's about a $3 or $4 that I paid for this item, and it sold for $21. The next item, oh my gosh. Okay, I didn't even know this existed, and this just brought me back to my childhood. My husband found this My Chemical Romance concert dress, and this was the Black Parade, I want to say, and it just warmed my heart. It made me happy. It brought me back. Fun side note, my stepmom used to work at the WB, and she did a lot of like the commercial inserts, and they gave her tickets one time to My Chemical Romance, and so she let me go with her. I was very excited about that. This just made my day, and this one sold for $20. The next item that sold was this Title IX dark blue mid-rise shorts. I haven't found a lot of Title IX before. It is just another performance brand that I love to pick up, especially if we can find it at the outlet. This one sold for $18.73. The next item that sold was this JCrew men's thermal. I really liked this. JCrew is another brand that I am being very choice with what I'm picking up. Men's items still sell fairly well for me versus the women's. I feel like it's becoming very oversaturated. So I like to focus my attention in JCrew with women's in their jeans, in their jackets, not so much the tops. If tops do sell, it's stuff that I had picked up long before. But this item, or I get it in a wholesale box. But this item, I didn't have it in my store for long. I want to say it was maybe like 2 weeks. And this one ended up selling for $22.48. My next piece has actually not been paid for yet. I'm hoping that this person is going to buy. Does anyone else get so sick and tired of how long you have to wait for some buyers to pay? This was a Hot Rogue large red romper, and I believe this was still new tagged. It was $20 that it sold for, and yes, fingers crossed we're still awaiting that payment. Next item is this men's plaid button-up shirt. I love to pick up men's shirts. I'm starting to learn a little bit more about what brands sell well for us. The Duluth Trading is a brand that I don't have enough analytics yet to determine if it's a good brand for us to pick up or not. This wasn't in our store for long. This was a good size. It was a 3XL, and it ended up selling for $22. Obviously, all of these are plus shipping. I'm just giving you the price of what they sold for. So those were all the items that sold between that $22 to $24 range. Now, let's get into the 25 plus range. I have some really amazing sales. Going back over to Poshmark, we had a Harley Davidson leather wedge. They were $30. After my fees, it was $24 that I netted. We actually found these at the outlet. We loved them because they had the little Harley Davidson silver logo on the front of them. So knew that this was going to be something that was going to have a good price point that it sold for. And I want to say that it was probably in our closet for less than a month. Next piece that sold was these Wranglers and Wranglers. They were a collab with George Strait. I didn't even know that he had done this, but then again, I do not follow the country music industry, so I wouldn't have known, honestly. These were a men's. They sold for $30 and we netted $24. Next piece was a Bowdoin dress. I actually find this really comical. We had a Bowdoin dress sell on Poshmark and eBay, and I feel like recently in a YouTube video I was talking about how Bowdoin does not sell as much anymore, but I'm noticing like the dresses are kind of picking up. I'm really thankful because I just recently picked up another one. So this one was a really pretty dress. It was blue. It sold for $24 and I netted $16.74. Then two really awesome pieces. We had this Guess backpack. I had picked this up in Portland at the outlet. It was this perfect like coral color backpack, little mini purse, and perfect for spring. And you guys, this sold for $40 outright, which means I profited $32 with something that was so lightweight that when we bought it, it was probably less than $1 that we got it for. Great return. Just a great return. Very, very happy about that sale. Then this next one was Adidas Leggings mid-rise full length. Really great print. This one sold for $28 and we ended up profiting $22.40. I said I really like this one because I really loved the print of this. All right, back over to eBay. This item sold for $27.77. It was a Torrid tan leather suede shoe. Perfect for spring. open toe, great piece. I knew why it was going to sell during this time of year. I've had this one for a few months at this point, but I got it during the fall, and so I expected it to sell around the spring summer time frame. Next item was this True Religion size 27. It was this light wash. It sold for $27. I haven't had a lot of experience with True Religion. I remember when I first started, it was one of those brands that I was looking out for, but oh my gosh, I felt like the stores knew about this brand just as much as I had known about this brand. They started to jack up the price, very similar to Miss Me jeans, and so I could never find them. However, sometimes I'll find them at the outlet. This one only sold for $24. Wasn't too bad, but I know that they don't sell for nearly as much as they used to. I'd only put it in my store for a week and it sold. So turning something that I had gotten at the outlet into $24 in 1 week time span is all right in my book. This next item that sold was this BCBG. It was brand new, blue floral bodysuit. Super gorgeous, absolutely a spring item. It sold for $45. I did have it up for much higher. I want to say that I had it up for about $95. I had this in the sale of the 25% off that I did over the weekend on eBay, and someone ended up sending me an offer of $45. I've had it for too long in my book. So when I got that offer, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take it. It's going to ship really cheap because it was a really lightweight item, and I'm just going to call it a day. Oh my gosh, this item is a bolo. You have to keep an eye out for this one because this sold within 1 hour of me listing it. It is the CC Filson men's green heavy duty shirt jacket. This item, we had it up for $150. Like I said, within the hour, we received an offer of $85. Honestly, you guys, we got this at the outlet, so it's a little heavier. I would say we probably paid like $2 or $3 for it. I countered the person for $100 thinking that, hey, if they accept that, I am for it, but it was so fresh in the listing that I was still willing to kind of negotiate, and they accepted the $100 offer. So I am so happy about this one. The very interesting thing about this one is apparently this is a company out of Seattle, Washington, and my husband was taking a look at this piece. It had pockets everywhere. It was this heavy duty jacket, and in the back it had buttons so you could conceal. So I know that he was taking a look at the actual retail site. This particular item sells retail for over $300. So needless to say, my $100 sale was definitely worth it in my book. My husband was very tempted to keep it. He decided not to, and I'm very thankful he didn't. Okay, if you can get this brand for an affordable price, like, do it. You must do it. It is Carhartt. I still cannot believe, like, to me, it's just such a typical brand. And I guess maybe it's just because I live in a rural area that Carhartt just feels like a very common, like, work construction sort of brand, something you can wear when you're hunting, depending on the pieces that you pick up. And I just didn't feel like it was something that would call for a high price point in the resale industry, but I'm so wrong. This item was a camo hoodie. It was a size 2XL. We didn't have it in our store for more than 72 hours, and we got an offer for $55, which I accepted. I actually had it up at like $65, and I was very, very happy with that sale. This other piece, I don't know how I feel about this. Tell me down below how you guys feel about this brand. This was Frame jeans. These were actually brand new with the tags. They ended up selling for $50, and actually for some reason this had free shipping on it, which should have not happened. So I did end up having to pay for the shipping on that, and unfortunately it was literally like £1. So I had to pay for a flat rate envelope, which is about $7.18. But all that to be said, I have had this piece in my store for about 4 to 5 months. This was a really great style. It was a straight leg, a very trendy style, but frame does not move for me nearly as much as it used to. And in fact, getting a $50 offer, I was like, please, no negotiations, like just take this item, because I was about to send this one over to the Real because it just seems like it sits in my store for way too long. I really wish that it would be a higher resale value, but I'm just finding that I feel like it is becoming flooded in the market. Next piece is another one that I'm still awaiting payment on. This is a 511 Tactical olive green pants. I wanted to talk about this brand because we sell it quite frequently. In fact, this one sold for $26.68. That's actually on the low end. I say that we typically sell this brand anywhere from $30 to $34. We've had this same person send us this offer multiple times over the last week and a half, and there's a little bit of empathy in me that starts to arise, especially when we're talking about like a work style pair of pants. Who knows? The person on the other side trying to give me this offer could very much just be trying to lowball me. But nevertheless, I view it as perhaps this person is really desperate to have pairs of pants for work. And it means a lot in this time that we're in, that if we can give back in any way, shape, or fashion. These are an item that we got at the outlet. We only maybe paid $2 for it. $26.68 is definitely a great return, even though I know we can sell it for so much higher. But very happy with this one, and definitely will continue to purchase this brand. This was another one that made my heart so happy. This sold on Easter. This was an Eileen Fisher t-shirt dress. I think the other thing I really loved about this was it was hemp cotton. I love how Eileen Fisher really focuses on the materials that she's using. She uses linens, she uses silk, she uses organic cottons, she'll use hemp cotton, and it's just a really great quality brand. And so I'm very thankful that it sells well in my store. I know that there are some people who think that it does not sell well or that they can't move it, but I love it. I love it. This item sold for $50, you guys. I was so happy to see this not only go to a new home, but also sell for such a great price. And then the last item we are going to talk about is, like I mentioned before, a Bowdoin dress. This was a really pretty like mustard yellow with like paisley print all over it. This we sold for $26. So again, as I've mentioned, Bowdoin is definitely a brand that is selling less than what it used to before, but I mean, right now it's doing all right as far as selling in our store. All right, guys, and that is it for this video. If this is a style of video that you want to see more frequently, what sold over the weekend, what sold for a day, like this video, that really helps me see if this is a great style that you would be interested in seeing more frequently. And like I said earlier, I will be showing you guys a little bit of what I got in Portland. That is going to be at the end of this week, so hit that subscribe button and even the bell notification if you want to know once that video goes live. Talk with you soon. Bye. Why is it so hard to say? That was better. That was better. That was better. Good job, Ashley. We're getting there.